Il Dagestan affronta l'Armenia in un incontro di grappling. Infatti Muhammad Mokaev e Arman Tsarukyan si sono scontrati in Brasile ai FC. A voi l'incontro per intero con tutti i suoi retroscena, subito dopo la intro. L'11 di marzo a Rio de Janeiro si è svolto l'evento della promotion russa Hype Fighting Championship. Per intenderci, la promozione che ha organizzato l'incontro di submission only tra Arman Tsarukyan e Shara Bullet. L'evento ha ospitato nella main card incontri di bare knuckle e altri incontri di lotta, tra i quali anche quello del pirata della UFC Shara Bullet contro Edson Barbosa, veterano della UFC. Incontro che inizialmente avrebbe dovuto vedere il pirata sfidarsi contro Masvidal, ma per qualche motivo, non ancora ben noto, il fighter statunitense si è ritirato poco prima della gara. Edson Barbosa dunque ha sfruttato l'occasione e ha preso il suo posto. Vi lascio qui gli highlights del loro incontro.
Edson Júnior Barbosa.
You hear them really appreciate this highly accomplished, respectable.
Pirata Shara Bullet.
Bullet's clearly been in Brazil for a little bit, working on his tan.
This will be a very, yeah, I was about to say very respectable thing, and it immediately starts flashing knees, but it's done in a light-hearted way. Skills here, in almost like a relaxed, serene way, and you can see the beauty of martial arts. You're gonna see it in.
This is a really great opportunity. Hey.
Yes.
A great opportunity to show these guys to really.
Looking down at the feet, touching the head, looking down at the feet, but he just hasn't fully committed to that double that could have cost me $5 earlier. Maybe Japan, would you hear that?
Oh, absolutely. If this was anywhere in the American Midwest, you'd be telling, hey, beautiful. They'd be telling you to get a room.
Beautiful place when you go to it and you go into a sports store where we would have hockey sticks and baseball bats. They have judo gis, like right out front.
Oh, they live for it.
Yeah. And playing guard for the smaller man, Edson, is not the worst idea in the world.
No, absolutely. These guys, they have such a defensive guard too because they're used to eating punches.
Man. And his right is looking for the knee. Bashar is spaced right out.
It makes a lot of where to roll you, re-roll you, in what you would normally do in an open mat.
That little threat of that sweep, like having to counteract it, keeps you further from a submission. Bashar is trying to do something with the neck.
He's kind of looking for a Darce or Anaconda setup.
He's passing now.
Yeah. You're not going to submit anyone at this level in that half guard position. You're going to have to pass.
That forearm across the throat is so old school new again.
That's within the rules, though.
In Japan, you would see that forearm across the throat. So
yeah. What you saw there is why Edson has so many knockouts in his career. His ability to get back to his feet and take very little damage on the ground.
And
what a great match.
What a great and puts on a wonderful match.
Gangster from Dagestan is Shara Bullet. For Shara Bullet, he don't care. Anywhere, anytime, anybody, right?
Doesn't matter, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, let's go! Sao Paulo! Woo! Positivo, my man! Obrigado, Brazil, I love my France, Brazil. Brazil people warrior, very warrior, I know.
Non c'è stata nessuna sottomissione ed essendo un incontro di submission only, il match è terminato in pareggio. È stato ugualmente interessante però vedere lo sviluppo di questo match. Ma arriviamo ora al main event, Armenia contro Dagestan, Arman Tsarukyan contro Muhammad Mokaev. Anche questo incontro inizialmente sarebbe dovuto essere diverso, infatti al posto del dagestano avremmo dovuto vedere Giorgio Paullas per la resa dei conti dopo la rissa avvenuta a RAF 6. Ma l'americano ha preferito evitare la trasferta in Brasile. Pare che sia più di una la motivazione che gli ha portato ad annunciare il forfeit. Innanzitutto Paullas ha dichiarato che per lui competere in un incontro di submission only avrebbe avuto poco senso. Inoltre, dopo la rissa avvenuta al loro primo match, hanno considerato molto rischioso andare a fare una trasferta così delicata in Brasile, preferendo ad affrontare Arman Tsarukyan negli Stati Uniti. Infine, la motivazione principale potrebbe essere legata all'ambito economico e promozionale. Infatti, la vicenda tra i due ha fatto parlare di loro moltissimo e il rematch è qualcosa che tutti stanno aspettando. Infatti, è già stato annunciato che saranno il main event a RAF 7 il 28 marzo. Se vuoi sapere cosa è successo al loro primo incontro, troverai un video a riguardo sul canale. Detto ciò, torniamo a Rio e torniamo al nostro incontro, quello tra Arman Tsarukyan, l'attuale primo contender del titolo UFC dei pesi leggeri, e Muhammad Mokaev, ex fighter UFC e attuale detentore del titolo Brave CF dei pesi mosca. Tanta disparità di peso quella tra i due e questo è stato uno degli argomenti che ha fatto discutere maggiormente sui social. Comunque, fin dal primo face-off si è potuto notare il rispetto fra i due, i quali hanno avuto anche uno scambio di battute riguardo lo sfavoritismo nei loro confronti da parte di Dana White e la UFC.
Отлично! А так в одном корабле даже 6 тренингов ушел, я ушел. Любимчики, да.
L'incontro fra i due è stato organizzato con i regolamenti di submission only, dunque per vincere è obbligatoria la sottomissione di uno dei due fighter entro la fine del round, che in questo caso è composto da 10 minuti. A voi l'incontro per intero.
He fought in the UFC, is undefeated in mixed martial arts. After he left the UFC, not exactly. And so here, without weight cutting, this is a 180 plus pound man, I'm sure. Here, which is why Mokaev is stepping in on short notice.
Grind him. Yeah. Make him carry it and then look for the submission a little bit later on in the match.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Do it, but again, people will take whatever advantages they can.
Yeah, if you want to not get submitted or submit, and you'd be happy with a draw, a bit of grease wouldn't be the worst illegal strategy in the world to try to play.
I really don't think they're going to pay too much attention to the rules this evening. That was sweet. Put him down.
Ooh. Arman is on that head.
Gorgeous. Nice attempt. There is definitely a size difference here.
Yeah, there is. Mokaev is bigger than you would have expected. And then Arman is also bigger than you would have expected. It's offsetting. Arman is moving towards the back, just that right reach back. But he's had to give it, Mokaev has had to give that up. Arman will go heavy here. Mokaev will not be afraid to play guard, not especially against a bigger man. Now this is your slow it down, be heavy, grinding strategy that you talked about, Justin, at the beginning. And no better place than on top and heavy.
Oh, he's closed it up.
How refreshing it must feel when you're used to being punched in this position, when you're on the bottom, to just be able to play and not worry about that.
Yeah, you're not under a lot of pressure and you're not forced to make bad decisions as much.
You don't hear this ringing in your ears for some surprising reason.
Yeah.
Mokaev is quick. Like, he moves quickly. He's sudden.
And he does have great hips. Like, he's not an easy guy to keep on his back. He can really move, especially for a guy that size on top of him. But yeah, awesome shoulder pressure from the top. But look, him sneaking those butterflies in, working back, hopefully to get up to his feet again, engage. There's the up kick, I like it, here we go.
Not entirely legal, not entirely illegal, depending on how you look at it, especially here tonight.
Yeah, depending on the commission, a bit of a gray area.
Commission, what? We have those here?
They're there.
I know. I'm having fun. I'm embracing the environment.
Same team as the security, I believe.
Yeah. The head of security earlier. Might have won the punch of the night. Mokaev takes the shorts.
Atta boy.
Yeah.
You're not cheating, you're not trying.
And of all the infractions we've seen tonight, that's one of the lowest. Yeah.
Ладно, что их слушать? Так, Курбан Раджабович О, спасибо за 200 рублей. Салам алейкум Шамилю Уркарахскому. Шамиль, салам алейкум, спасибо за 200. Израил Джабраилович XH, спасибо за 300 рублей. Без текста, спасибо. Как думаешь, Макаев удивит сегодня? Да, не особо, думаю. Вес не тот просто. Спасибо всем за поддержку.
All the better.
Yeah, great hips, both guys.
It's a long time. I mean, we're not even 4 minutes into a 10-minute match, and you have to assume that Muhammad Mokaev.
Ну ты посмотри просто на их габариты. У Макаева, блядь, 2 ноги, как одна у Армана.
Regard going for 6 more minutes against a bigger, aggressive guy.
I don't know. I believe that he can. I think he's been in this position a million times in practice. So it's not. And without the punches, I think he can keep the pace up. I think the question is, can Arman keep him on the mat? Man, he is a machine to look at those passes. But Mokaev's not accepting anything. As soon as he moves, he's trying to get it back.
Yep, he's belly down now and back up. But now he's in that position. You talked about that crush.
Фанат Макаева в бане сидит, ты чё?
The flare of the left. You see Mokaev just roll into another position.
Yep. He's always trying to get a butterfly back, one hook back in front of him.
That was nice.
Yeah, they're both incredibly slick. Super high level stuff. So Arman's just trying to smash him, go to the back, or set him up for a Darce or Anaconda, but he's got the head and arm for that position.
And he chooses, or the best choice that's offered to him is the back. Then when Mokaev regards, he's now...
Да это, блядь, понятно. Макаев сколько весит, блядь? 60, и Арман сколько? 80, блядь. 20 килограмм это, блядь, не шутки так-то, нахуй, нихуя.
But finally, 3/4 mount. And mount. Halfway, just past the halfway point, and he's mounted with shoulder pressure, turning him to his own left. This is where you land elbows.
Пу-пу-пу, так. Абдул Малик Муратович Г. Спасибо, дружище, за 400 рублей от души. Гасанов, говорят, Макаев раз 6 душил за схватку. Не знаю. Спасибо в любом случае за 400, дружище, от души.
Me so I can escape.
Yeah, it's going to give him an opportunity to move, but he's not going for that.
No.
He's going to work.
What about a fist and what about different types of modified chokes in here where he'll use his fist?
Yeah, there is the possibility for a no-gi version of the Ezekiel from the top. It is super rare. There's a few guys that pull it off, though. But
bigger guys sometimes, so that's why I asked.
Again, back into that headlock position and looking for the darts now.
Yeah. And he's rolling out. Jeez, he's so squirmy.
He knows to go with the direction of the choke. And look, can't get to that back no matter how hard he tries.
And with all the due respect that Muhammad Mokaev deserves as a martial artist, you know, full stop. When you take this on a couple days' notice, down 3 weight classes, not getting submitted and having a draw is a great victory for him.
Absolutely. And it shows how good your jiu-jitsu really is. The best jiu-jitsu guys in the world are doing MMA. I don't care.
Yep.
Jiu-jitsu is supposed to be defensive. Does your jiu-jitsu work when people are throwing strikes? Or when they're putting the pressure on you? Right, and he's showing that today. Like, there's not a lot of space for Arman to get off strikes or anything else. He's in forward pressure position.
3 minutes remaining, and yes, Arman Tsarukyan has been dominant on top, but Mokaev has been extraordinarily hard to keep in any position.
Amazing.
And what are his options here?
I think he wants to, again, try to wrestle up, but every time he wrestles up, he ends back in that front headlock position. Runs to the back again, and
now he takes the back, but look at the high right hip. Oh, he's under the chin. Mokaev trying to get out, but he will not. He's done. Good night, noble adversary.
That was a beautiful transition right into the choke. And slip back control.
Please.
Comunque Arman Tsarukyan ne esce vincitore da questo incontro grazie a una mata layout devastante che fa perdere i sensi a Mokaev, che rifiuta il tap out. Terminato l'incontro è stata fatta l'intervista post gara. Le domande principali sono state riguardo il suo futuro in UFC e il suo prossimo incontro in IPFC. Vi lascio qui qualche spezzettone dell'intervista.
And soon, I believe, you're gonna become a UFC champion.
I work so hard for that, and I know my time is coming, and soon I'm gonna hold the UFC belt and BMF belt.
Do you wanna defend your title? Who do you wanna fight next? To the next fight on Hype FC. Tell the name. Who you wanna fight next?
I wanna fight next Charles Oliveira. Let's go.
È stato davvero un incontro interessante e speriamo che IPFC possa regalarci altri eventi di questo tipo. Di certo noi non perderemo l'occasione di farci un video a riguardo. Detto ciò, direi che per il video di oggi è tutto. Se il video ti è piaciuto lascia un like e iscriviti al canale per non perdere nessuna notizia riguardo al mondo del fighting. Io vi saluto e ci vediamo alla prossima. Us.